MIBR inch forward towards his A side. Bang wants the shoulder pick. You might have seen something there. Paranoia comes out, but Aspas was on the other side of it. Bang no connects a headshot, make it two. A beautiful opening here. And MIBR still trying to get into tree. Zekin slaps him back. Shenham's got no choice but to try and challenge this, but Zekin finds himself two as well. Zelsis gets the job done, and that is pretty.
Sentinel utility that Zelsis was hoping to use for delay. Shenham over on B just finds a timing, catches Bang, I believe, on the rotate there, and that's going to draw further attention from Sen, who are at a disadvantage trying to go for this retake.
It's just never good to lose Zelsis so early in the round with all of this vice util that could have been made use of. Zekin looking for a timing there, but Shenham is going to tuck into that box and look for a wrap late here through C.
Oh, this was really good delay. Zekin has a lot of ground to cover if he wants to get with his teammates here to actually get back into this C site. Time has dwindled massively.
Okay, that aftershock at least is going to force Nozwa back over towards the water itself, but Aspas is clean with it. Going to sit back down, Sentinels with only 2 players left to work with. So no money there on Bang. Need to have their wits about them now. I think they're going to give this one up. John's going to try and walk away, but they're going to read excellence here in Americas. Zekin comes forward, Aspas is ready to fight for it, narrating Bang, they're on the scene. The TP up to rubble for Bang is seen through, and Shenham's able to pick him up. 3 to work with still for the attackers, but that Viper wall has stifled them for now.
In the meantime, yeah, Cortese, he wanted to do something more proactive towards B, but can't push through that wall. Razorvine as well. Spotted by the Prowler now, wants to take a duel, can't connect. Normally the headshot machine, but shut down by Zelsis, who's had a nice little start here, sitting at 5 for 2, and had a great game on Abyss yesterday, despite that loss.
Yeah, it was about 10 frags ahead of the closest player on that map at some points. Being relied upon for more than just the vibes. John here, of course, just shoulder peeking this line. There's no one here from stairs, though, because they're not really sure about where MIBR were going, and that's such a symptom of Lotus spread so thin out of the defenders.
These 2 MIBR players actually have significant utility for this 2 versus 2 as well. Narrate has his haunt, but they're going to have to deal with a fault line from Nozwa, a paranoia from Shenham. Those are valuable pieces to convert this.
They want the tree player for the crossfire here, but there is no one there for MIBR. Nozwa playing under the rope. Haunt cleared out. Now they have a bit of info. They don't know about the second player over towards Pit here. Nozwa fancies a bit of an engagement here. Aftershock forces Zelsis away. Time getting a little bit short now. Dark cover plumes and Zelsis is there. Another one. And there is the Steel Garden. That's going to be tough for Shenham here. Just the classic to go with. It's a big ask. Zelsis spots him out. And the Vice Ultimate gives them just the edge they need.
After the round had ended, it put MIBR on this weak buy on this C hit.
Great Razorvine. That's dirty stuff. Zelsis chokes them out. A regular Poison Ivy performance out here.
He might break the record. We're on base. He's looking sick right now.
After Nozwa and Cortesia. And I don't know if there's much to say about this. Again, a Razorvine in a crucial location. Previously, it was in Tree that caught out 2 players. And one of the criticisms leveraged at Zelsis.
Cortesia and Aspas just inching forward, and Narrate spotted out, but gets around the corner. Elsewhere, Shen finds that opening, wants to get in, but traded out.
The hard deny there from Zekin. Aspas, though, is starting to inch forward a little bit on this B side, and now MIBR going to come in and join him. Narrate put in yet again a position where he has to shut down MIBR's ace player. Gets good damage, forces him back.
Look at Cortesia on the map. He is in the walls. Zekin has absolutely no idea. A bit of patience here would result in 2 kills in the transfer.
Young Carlton bangs hit him with a flank of the lifetime. And now we get ourselves a neural theft to light up the rest of Sen across the map. That C site covered with MIBR presence now.
Look at Neri. He still has to check behind because of Aspas' presence earlier in the round. All right, free spray kill, making it easy.
Shows himself with those traces. Narrate trying to see what he could get, and there it is, Aspas. Narrate can be punishing on some of these corners as well. Okay, Rolling Thunder comes in though, sees from Narrate as he tries to get out, but Artisan was already so far forward, and Bang wasn't in a position to cover him. Oh, nicely done. Bang TP's away, but Second gets caught in the blast, and now it's sent down to 3. Spike still hasn't got to the site quite yet as Bang just walks out of that smoke into Aspas's line of fire. But John and Zelsis, the mastermind and the Vibes Merchant combine, and Nozwa has to get the heck out. Doesn't even have access to his rifle.
They know he's caught in the corner.
He's got his weapon back now. Flashpoint, but that's going to be unaffecting Sen. Another one, that's a pretty good one there. I'm going to double jump him though.
Does he dare press forward? Aspas, great entry, and Artisan, yeah, he's going into the back line.
Second already, Artisan catches him out. Both MIBR duelists getting serious value already this round, and frankly, there's not a whole lot for Narrate to do right now. The pivot here to B is fascinating, but that gets sniffed out here by Sen. Zelsis chomping the bit there for Link. Cortesia low after that exchange.
Spike is going to be planted 3 versus 5. Sentinels have a lot of cash. They can go for this.
Hang on. Artisan's still low. Narrate here trying to pressure here from upper. Some of that util going his way, but in the meantime, the rest of Sen need to get active. Zelsis shows his gun barrel, but Cortesia falls. There's Artisan though, beautifully done. He's hoping for something for free, but no, it's headed over towards B. Zelsis with the stinger though is able to bring Aspas down. He has been electric so far this map. And now amidst the smokes, he will await his next victim. And what's the plan now for MIBR, Wyatt?
Yeah, they are running low on time. And Nightfall as well, coming out at a really optimal mid-round timing from Merrick. It's a lot of info. Satchel in. There's danger for John. He just needs to live, keep the pit up.
Yeah, Cortesia was able to find something at B, but very quickly MIBR will once again repelled, and I just don't think there's much to be.
The cross, and that allows Cortesia to just push up completely unheard.
Zelsis though can activate the Razorvine reaction to Cortesia, excuse me, but he might be headed towards Waterfall. Zelsis is on this line. He'll see the barrel here. Adjustment. A clean job for Zelsis, who is on like his 17th frag of the game.
Cortesia getting that space, I imagine, called to the rest of the team who were feeling a lot of pressure towards A. Hey, I have space on C, rotate back. Well, 20 seconds left. Zelsis is alive with his setup. This round is as good as done.
There's the Razorvine that's going to snarl up Aspas. He's forced to just drag himself through it. Bloodied and battered. Zelsis is waiting with the shorty. This wall's about to come down, and so does the curtain on Nozwa. Shenum's able to trade back, but there's not enough time to really make much of this round at all. There's a snake bite here that will force Shenum back, and he has no time to complete it.
Play this fast. They have to try to get through the wall. Oh my lord.
Well, lobotomy's being handed out, hand over fist. Narrate though, but again, coming with the shutdown. These have been impactful kills for the youngster.
Again, Cortesia on these lurks. He's also feeling the pressure of the Omen TP, but he reads it. Not sure if he heard that or not, but regardless, great punish.
I mean, he's been extra sensory this game. Nozwa, 1 health. A little bit of that regen shield to work with Cortesia. We have a real deep thrust here from the 2 remaining MIBR players, but Zelsis is about to snip it out. Nozwa's in trouble. Oh, really? Okay. Maybe could have waited on that a little bit longer. Steel Garden now active, Nozwa with 1 health and only a classic to work. God, it doesn't get any worse than that, surely. This will be MIBR exiting the half in pretty desperate shape. Narrate's going to see this and gets the job done. That's 3 for him.
I love this push through from Sen. This is so proactive.
There's no way you're looking for second there. Aspas, okay. Come on, second best in that exchange. Second actually falls. Some sharp shooting from Sentinel though keeps MIBR ahead of the curve here. Now, a double face from upper. Bang's ready for the first, but not the second. Narrate tries to step up in his absence, and he too falls. Nozwa has been sharp with it, and again, it is the man of the moment. Zelsis looking more like a raid boss this game. Opts to stand inside that. Knows he has a Razorvine, and Nozwa very, very low. Some spam would have accounted for him, but Shenum, Aspas, gets out unscathed somehow, but that snakebite's going to force him to get moving. John is able to face Shenum down. Aspas already falling. Hang about. Cortesia drawn into the action as a reservist. He's able to find 2, but he's hit with the paranoia and has to fall back to Halls. This will give the site to Zen.
The HP for Sentinels pretty horrendous at this point. MIBR, you have to expect to close this out. It would take a miracle from Bang. The only player with a reasonable weapon has the Guardian. The nade should get 1. That Zelsis down. The spike isn't down.
Yeah, that stops the plant. Bang's going to have to try it again. Artesino's in a great wall back position. Bang out of nowhere, but going to be caught in the fault line here. Cortesia trying to draw a bead on him. Nozwa inside the smoke. John with the spam! Are you kidding me? Kerfuffle down on that lower level. There's second, pops himself up. Shenum ready for it, but oh, he's been baited in. Masterful stuff. Nozwa has to try and salvage. He found 2 sharp shots. But Artesine will have to be the savior.
Trying to walk in. Bang is on the angle. Great first shot.
The Sheriffs are singing. Artesine with a second. Now it's getting real. John obviously in a pretty decent spot to cover the defuse. Made some sound there as well. Artesine can pick up a rifle and get going. Down to 61. John falls. Artesine salvages one. A lot of that controller util expended early. Aspas spotted out. They now know he's dropped off of rubble itself. He's going to be forced away by all of this util, but he stands his ground. Shenum is there up in the corner to Aspas's left, dishing it out. Still no smoke made thrown down to break his one way up. Okay. Sen just bully their way in, at least find a trade, and Aspas is out of the game for now. No present throw for an A. No one sort of passively checking that either for Sentinels, so they're pretty committed to this. Trying to head over towards this C side, but it's a steel garden used by the attackers.
That is an ambitious TP from Shannon. He got into the corner. The second spot him. Oh my god, he finds the trade.
Ends up being a trade. Nosma now has access to his rifle again, but Narrate's found his third in the round, and Artazine not really in the vicinity to intervene. And that frenetic exchange now has hopes of slowing the plant down.
Oh my god.
Nightfall, though, is going to confirm his location. And that's going to be a tough one to bounce back from Sen.
Doesn't get that first opportunity.
What? That's the operator down. That's the investment for MIBR. Thrown down the gurgler. Gentlemen trying to salvage, picking up the pieces. But even if he were to make a mosaic at this moment, it'll be a long walk back for MIBR.
It's tough to push forward in this situation. There's just way too many angles to clear. You have to be weary about one of those Sen players walking over at the steps. He knows it. He just wants to play a little bit more safe. Oh, does it miss him? No, it does connect.
One of the worst ways you could start a round for a team 4 rounds behind. Sen are threatening that match point and also crucially just building up that economic supremacy.
And it looks like Sentinels want to hit into B, where there are a bunch of kill trips, but there's no one to get the kills off the trips.
Set up here for Link, for Shenham. Cortesio, of course, away from home, and he's down. The trip's all cleared now. There's a camera left in their wake. But MIBR are in no position to really fight for this. They're going to go for it. Double face. This Celsius finds one, and how fitting! How fitting!
Shenham is trying to play off and trying to serve as a distraction.
Oh, there it is! Evilly twirls his moustache, but it's Narrate again that's able to salvage things for Sen. Such crucial frags for this guy, 17 and 9, and now MIBR have to send and deliver. Noswa, quick to the punch, and bang has gone down. Narrate has the spike, and an opportunity to clutch out this map.
If he could.
How's the timing on this one? Noswa, oh, just a little jiggle. Narrate has to pull off that angle, 7 bullets left, and work with this one. 3 for Narrate on the round. Aspas, the one and only, the deified, now has to save this for MIBR, but Narrate is quiet about it. Light work for the young thug. Aspas not being able to connect any shots, but eventually Zek and a light on that low ground. It's a bit of a nasty trade for him, though, and the Nova Pulse will stun Aspas for the time being. He won't be able to get back out to coast yet.
Sen are so weak. They're caught in this smoke. The spam through from Cortesio for a second.
Aspas low. Still wins it out, though. Cortesio is just shooting, man. Wraps around, takes the shot. Opts not to wait on it. Now, though, of course, it's pretty evident where he's going to be coming from, and there's a defuse happening. Noswa will clip his wings. Cortesio backing over towards Link here. Cyber Cage to break up the side a little bit. There's 2 players inside the dark cover. 1 TP'd, 1 dashed, and Zekin emerges. Takes down Artazine, and once again, Cortesio affected by that Nova Pulse. Hello! Here comes Sentinels. They don't even give you time to answer the door. They bust down through it.
That second wave of utility was beautiful. It was Zelsis with another high flash after the first.
And they've got 2 Bulldogs to work with. Shenham gonna get swung on here. That's classy stuff, though. Zelsis and second come crumbling down, but Shenham is now very low. Aspas with that tailwind.
30 HP.
Surely they can collapse on this. Surely MIBR can land this plane. It's been a very maladroit landing for them so far. And they're going to sneak out into post-plant positions. Okay, get out of this, unreal! Aspas drops the outlaw. Gentleman with 4 health has to cross and try and defuse. This was all looking so good. Oh, okay, just knocks Celsius out of absolutely nowhere. Good start. Sen now milling around the A main, still want to keep that pressure going. Narrate has gotten in behind them. Oh, what a nasty little paranoia. Zekin's not quite there to capitalize on it, but Aspas is essentially solo there. Shen for 2, hang about. Somehow he's been let off the chain.
In the midst of it, they were actually able to get the res as well.
Again, he was re-downed. Still no plant.
Didn't end up mattering, but they've got the man advantage, Sentinels. They just have to deal with Cortesio, who's in that dark cover. They want to post up in the side. Zekin watching the flank.
There's just so many smokes here.
Yeah, it's so oppressive to try and wade through.
Ooh, okay, Cortesio takes a headshot early. It's Aspas in the 1 versus 3 to salvage the round. This is the buy for MIBR. And he's got 4 bullets left. If he gets double-faced, that's not going to be enough.
Maybe could kill Bang, get a reload.
He doesn't see this. He doesn't see the player on top, and bang! Descends upon him. Still no chance for Aspas to make use of that operator. Now forced into a retake. Zekin got to hold his nerve here. Aspas pops himself up and Zekin pulls out. He doesn't want a bar of it. Aspas down to 4, man. This has not worked at all. This smoke-heavy comp just in the side itself. John down to 5, so he's playing right back towards Coast. And here's that Cosmic Divide thrown up by Bang.
Excellent. This is going to be so tough for MIBR to get through. They want a pop flash. Here comes Aspas.
In he goes. Bang does fall. Aspas gets some knife purchase and Delsis is on his own. Pinged out by the rule theft. Still pretty classy with the right click. Aspas is coming for him though and he knows it. He doesn't care. Not too shabby.
He's trying to come in from Sen. They have a lot of util to deal with for the anchors.
Potentially he's got to stay alive here. Zekin. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge. Nope, not going to be good enough. The rate ends up going down to that Hunter's Fury in the end. Shenham is so dependable as an anchor. It's up to Zelsis once more.
Rotated over to the proper site. Null command pop. This is awful for the 10 hit, but the smoke drops.
And that's what happened to Zekin so many times yesterday on this map. This time he's able to flip the script. And 2 MIBR players fall before they can have a say.
This is so disconnected from MIBR. Zekin is watching the flank patiently. Can Cortezia win the duel? He can't. It's all on Artzin.
And they've got to know there's a player sat here. This is such a common spot to hold for defenders, but we have a cancel briefly called here by Sen.
Left.
They're going for the re-hit now. That second wave of util. Zekin though was felled instantly. Bang! Able to just collapse on Artzin while he's stunned down. Now Shenham has so much to do from here and
Now playing in a leaf-like position, gets the first. Can he get out? He's caught on the wall. That is a disaster.
That's a second round where he's committed an operator into it. Zelsis coming forward now. Null command. Active for Zelsis. Cortezia doesn't quite have the line up there. Still no stick of the spike. There it is. Bang gets it down, and then a relatively unscathed Sen are just going to back off and play post plant.
Yeah, opting to retreat for main. They still have a little bit of util to play with. There's a molly for Zelsis for some delay. John can drone just to make sure that no one's pushing too close. Gets a tag on Cortezia.
A little uncomfortable. That's going to slow things down further. Narrate does get pinged out by the 0 points. John looks like he's got some shot darts set up here. Delsa sprays down through that cyber cage. Down to 2 are MIBR. They're running out of time, but Cortezia finds 3, twirling his moustache evilly. Got a chance here to salvage the round, but time is not on his side. Into the cyber cage, give it a tap, and hope for the best. He'll get another gun out of the game here, and Narrate has to hang around. This is going to force MIBR. Look, where are they safe on this side? Nowhere, really.
Only in this smoke. The shot, or the trips rather, weren't broken, but bang, what a swing.
Yeah, his open is a bit awesome. Walking up into that site, and again, it feels unlosable for Sentinels, this situation, where they've got a post plant with even more utility than they had earlier to work with. Bang has a star up still, and he can make use of this Cosmic Divide. Yeah, it's round 12. Pop off, King.
This is certainly going to a 9-3. Aspas just can't win this out with the AWP, with the Hunter's Fury on him.
It looks like he's playing Subway Surfers, up, down, left, right. Dodging everything, that's pretty clean. And again, this is an objective game, folks, and Aspas has 20 solitary points of health left. 19 more than he needs, in fairness. But it's a Sisyphean task for him. Great damage. Damage alone does not win rounds. However, headshots definitely go a long way towards that. Aspas here is about to have to hold back the hordes of Hades.
He is all alone. He has to pop off in this situation.
Paranoia is going to whistle past him. It's going to be 1-by-1 stuff. And Aspas in a great position to cut them down. Eventually Sen get their act together. Double swing, John QT going to walk over the kill. Cortezia flattened. Noswa low. Shenham not in a position to intervene, but the shock is good. Oh, it's perfect. That is...
Slash gets some damage in. Able to dash before caught by the 0 point.
Seconds in, Suppressor is ready to throw down. Aspas, his first victim. Nebula gets him out, back to safety. They pull off the site.
That is exactly what he wants to do in that situation. He's just fighting for 1 and to get out. Plays it to perfection. Man advantage retake.
Artzin pinged a lot of damage on Higgin Noswa just getting into this site in the first place.
Can Cortezia get this backstab through Vent though?
Got up ropes somehow, but he's left the rest of MIBR out at sea. He's able to make use of the fact that he sneakily got into tower here. The Zekin's going to be hot on his heels, baby. 4 kills.
Towards B main, didn't catch anyone, and you can see him now rotating off, picking up mid. He gets the kill on Cortezia because of that info he got. And of course, a snappy shot with the form he's in. Can Zekken make magic happen, anchoring again?
He's holding for a shot here, hoping for a ping from somebody, doesn't get it. Does he just audaciously swing out? I'd be terrified. Zekken! Aspas catches it.
Big risk taken, shut down for it. Noswer, Hunter's Fury to deny the retake, deny someone sticking the spike. He's retreated over towards main. Even as shock darts as well, we saw the value we got from those before.
Aspas on the verge of a massive milestone here in VCT Americas. That was ugly. Oh, he's brought down. Zelsus busts in there, and Narrate rappels down.
Last player standing.
And there it is. It's going to be up to Noswer here. Ooh, buddy, this is a tall order. Zelsus already on the defuse, getting it to half. Noswer gonna have that weapon dropped, no doubt about it. All right, MIBR now with the Cosmic Device. Zelsus confidently steps ahead of it. Artazine just walks into that one. Look at this. Sentinels are brimming with self-belief. Oh my goodness! Aspas sat down! And Banjo 4 in the round. Give him another. Noswer, no interest in fairy tales. For him, he's living the cold, hard reality of falling behind 5-12. And that's nothing to smile about.
20 HP remaining. Sen players posted up. There's even a flank coming from Zekken.
Strong wind to blow him over here. Zekken.
It's been a gauntlet for them. 4 wins in a row up until this point.
Sen getting pretty active, swarming like a kicked anthill over on the B site. And there's your boy, John. Gets a bit of glory for himself. Push up there for Bang again. The confidence we saw in that previous round is carried over. Ends up being his undoing here, but oh, here it is. Oh, man. Khajiit has buys if you have the coin. I've got the vibes for days.
Just Aspas, the miracle worker, left. 1 kill and he gets to that 2,000 in VCT.
Talk about bittersweet for Aspas.
But
a kill that could
ultimately,
be inconsequential.
just doesn't close.
Completely clears holes. Artazine going to play close to it. Anti-flash! And whips himself around. Ends up being a 1-for-1, but Noswer has seen better days. He's low and Cortesia is forced out by this Arc Rose. Again, this hip, new, cool comp from Sen made it hard for MIBR to have anything to say about that hit.
They are triple stacked up backhauls, but MIBR don't have any utility piece to get them out of there.
Zelsus shows. Cortesia will be noted now as Aspas goes down, still denied that 2,000th. And Genom really led the way for MIBR on a very underwhelming Abyss.
Drip, some 90+% of them.
That is
getting the information into Link.
That is quite the stat wire.
And he has the gate crash to get back to the rest of his team.
Oh, we're doing this. Artazine already goes down. Bang playing so patiently, waiting for the push-up. Bucky is a little outranged here, but there's John once again. Finds a kill off the salvo.
And it's just all too easy when Zekken can ping everybody out.
Sorry, this is a bonus with a Bucky and a Spectre. And he knows he has no choice. It's do or die. Might have had a timing, but the Prowler does sniff him out. It doesn't matter. Xenov is electric. Beautiful transfer, and both heads will roll. Zelsus and Zekken, though, putting it together.
They're not out of the woods just yet.
One
Low
more
HP.
And they might be able to be asleep. Up on the site here, time is short. This is going to light them. Zekken clears it in time. Cortesia now, the Arc Rose kept him at bay. Didn't buy enough time. Was it enough? It's going to be up to Zelsus yet again.
MIBR, this is must win.
Oh, Zelsus has to reload there. Takes so much damage. These are just taps on the spike. Zelsus.
And the Prowlers, double Prowlers actually being sent. With the Haunt as well. Trying to make a lot of noise in art.
Aspas doesn't expect the recall of the star as opposed to the full Nebula placement. He's able to reposition though, albeit having taken a little bit of damage, and it might be a grab. Well, Nova Pulse actually catches him on that corner. There are plays pinged out for Aspas, and Cortesia gets involved.
The lone player. That's a long-range engagement, but he just
struggling this game, the veteran.
Right into the firing line.
All right, Steel Guard are going to be used here on B. It does have to be a commitment, but there's nobody here at the door to greet Sentinels this time around. No spray down, no Aspas gumming up the works.
And when you're Cortesia here with the lockdown, you need to play around the timing of John's guided salvos. He still has them up at the moment, so if he decides to place that, it's absolutely worthless right now.
There's no way you can do that. John surely is holding on to this ability. Wild that a rechargeable ability can counter an ultimate. It's just Tejo's world. We're just living in it. Aspas can't help Cortesi on this push. Still, though, man, the guy's classy. Great piece. Zekin easily fell. It was like a Nova Pulse there on the side. Narrate has to go massive here. It all starts to fall apart, but this time on Narrate's side. As in, it's getting low for MIBR. Narrate playing with his food. Shenom finds his third of the round, but no time left. And MIBR will go up in smoke.
MIBR have rotated quickly, multiple players in secret to fight together and flank from Cortesia.
Remember, there's no Astra util available to MIBR here. The Armageddon comes in. Oh my goodness! Nolzo ends up getting gunned down anyway, but pretty sure that Gravwell will have done him in. And Artazine is bleeding out here. And Aspas has to try and retake with an op here through Flower. Not a favorable scenario for MIBR.
Artazine pop flashes out, but...
And then what?
Aspas isn't there. There's nothing to do off the back of it. Both flashes used, all for naught.
Remember, the economy here for MIBR, it's in tatters.
At this point, guys, you just have to save. Wasted too much time, no util to get through. It's a wrap. Aspas, he gets his, but...
With a lockdown that we may never see used.
That first engagement, all right, at least traded out for MIBR. Dare I say, this is their final chance in this half to get back into the game, or Sen will have firmly ran away with this on the attack side. Ultimate still in play for the Brazilian side, who are double stacked over towards Art.
No A main presence here for Sen, though. They are plentiful in this part of the map, that A-link position. Shenom does well, and he always has. But John eventually has his.
He is just good on the swings, playing off of Narrate's Prowler and then playing off of him for that trade when he goes down to get the man advantage secured by the IGL.
Retaking with a glass cannon operator? Nozwa has to stop them here. It's hard to imagine Aspas gets value, and there's no guns, there's no rifles for him to pick up within his vicinity.
Noswar has the Hunter's Fury. Does he try to rattle that off right now off the recon? No, he just doesn't feel like it's the right timing.
Fang heads upstairs briefly, and there's Nozwa down. Aspas, surely not. You can't go for this. Right?
He has to. This round is just too important. Can he find the first?
No armor, operator. And I feel the wind picking up. Unreal! Feel ready for Zekin. All right, Armageddon's going to force him into the site proper. Here's Zelsus taking Artazine down. That, of course, was an L command. Zekin dodging these Hunter's Fury shots. Nozwa hoping for much more off that, and a lot of ultimates already teased out of MIBR. Here's a lockdown. John does not have his salvo available right now.
Cortesia finally finds the timing, and there's only 20 seconds on the clock for Sen to get in, but the salvos are back.
And there it is. The lockdown ends up getting cleared effortlessly, but MIBR still have a presence inside the site here. Nozwa getting forward, but we are in a post plant.
Look at Aspas on the flank through Art with the op.
Nozwa spotted out, pinged as well. Cortesia going to play close to see if he can at least trade that. Zelsus spotted. Here's Aspas getting involved now. Down to 2 and a second banger of a shot. Doesn't expect the third, though they never do. And there's Narrate and John stand tall. It's up to Cortesia. 1 paltry point of health. And here comes Sen. Clone goes forward. Gate crashes well into Halls. Oh, he sticks it. And he wins it out. Better weapon wins. Artazine didn't really have a say in the matter. Zekin gets himself the Spectre, and he's also got the Dimensional Drift for round 12, which is where guns will be featured. Getting to 8 already would be ridiculous. Aspas gets over the sheer wall. He won't be anticipated. However, Zelsus is looking in that direction, and Bang also has been alerted. But he's hiding. Aspas now completely shut down. So much of this series, we've seen him be negated. Superstar that he is.
It just feels like the weight of the world is on his shoulders. In these situations, it's all coming down to him, his star power. But that just can't be enough against this Sentinels team that's firing on all, throwing the round off the back of that. They have to, get through it. It's on the wrong side.
Zelsus here might get busy. In fairness, it's a tap from Aspas. Zelsus sprays and Cortesia capitalizes. Narrate though trades. Zenom is down. In the smoke is Aspas. He finds yet another. We have a 2 versus 2. Nozwa pushing forward, Bang's going to be holding his own, and now it's up to John QT. Time short, health low, and here he comes with a shorty! That is stunning! The Red Bull clutch for John!
Through Flowers right now.
Nozwa spots them out, eventually goes low. Cortesia takes a hit, but he's still in fighting form. Artazine just trying to spam, but through the masonry, so many shots are coming into the site, and still no plant as of yet. John delayed it. Good fragment, that's a catch on John, and all of a sudden Artazine goes wild. Celsius has definitely seen better days, but at 0 point won't see any defenders in the vicinity. We have a plant.
That was the perfect pause from MIBR. They got that utility wave off, but they didn't lose too many players.
Haunt is dealt with. Cortesia doesn't even have to flinch. Celsius might have to play interference here for Neraces. A beautiful shot for the Killjoy player, who again may as well have been playing a blank agent this game. Bang here, cops, oh bang! Oh, that's a gun cheaply lost here for Sentinels. Taking their time, but
30 seconds
that
left.
null command is now active.
You know, what is the plan? That null command is selling for MIBR that they're trying to get into A.
They're pivoting back.
We have 20 seconds left. Okay, Aspas, he needed that kill and he finds it.
Tekken was not ready for it. Completely caught off guard. Intricate rotations here for MIBR. And in the dying
Dangerous.
seconds of the round, they are going to have this plant.
It's dangerous to let the clock dwindle so low against Sentinel retreat. There's going to be a recon going backside that'll spot him out in the 0 point. Okay, dodges the recon by playing in the smoke.
Yeah, he gets his smokes up just in time. Now he can play inside of them. Oh, I love this from Bang. Getting into connector. John in position. Aspas had a chalk outline drawn of him. And here come the cavalry, folks. John eventually able to bring Noswa down. Aspas is low in that position. The plant seems like a bit of a stretch goal at this point. John in the corner, he's safe. Here come the salvos. Cortesia about to get churned into meat. He needs to work that as much as possible. Sen had to reach, and there's Cortesia actually taking Celsius down with a nano swarm. 3 up for Sen. Sees, doesn't really bother Cortesia because he's swinging that light anyway. Nova Pulse, Gravwell, kitchen sink. It's all been deployed here, and now a firing squad faces MIBR. Shenom with 50 points of health. Aspas knows he's critical in this scenario, and they find one each. It's all too much for Bang, who is riddled with bullets.
Cortesia is on this flank. This time he could determine the winner of the round.
Here's the Nightfall. Cortesia emerges, and Narrate is taken down. Still loses the ultimate. He does at least get that off. Celsius is about to get pretty busy. That Nanoswarm would have made him dance. He clears it. But Noswa knows it takes 2 to tango. John can get a better weapon here. That's the cross! And Zenom is waiting for him.
Shut him off, it's looking pretty clean. And this is dangerous. Zelsis, not playing around the null command, has all of his util turned off.
Yeah, that's just completely useless for him now, and Aspas is going to make things even worse. In with the Blade Storm he goes. Notes though that pause is clear. And much of that Astra util is going to lock Sen out of the sight. Second has a dimensional drift. Remember, this is Sen with a half buy or no buy in the previous round, have invested in this one. Already, they're on the back foot.
And there are a few MIBR players 1 kill away from having an ultimate in this post plan as well.
Another for Aspas. Celsius just is treated out into the open, apparently. Has to step over this Teho util and will survive it. Second behind enemy lines. Tucked in the corner is Cortesia. Aspas with his crossfire. Here they come. John QT not able to check to the hall's direction. Bang gonna make it a 1-for-1. He gets in there. Shenom though strikes with the op. And it's up to the operator player. Shenom can be in this post-part position. Then it's all on Zekin to save the day. Gravwell comes out. Shenom to get the team to 12. Oh, this Astra util can't be denied. The seconds tick away as Celsius knows this has to be his moment. There goes the spike, it's loose. Some of that util not coming out. Oh, the Steel Guardian as well. Still going to be caught out by Noswa. Hunter's Fury finds its mark, but the spike is deep in enemy territory.
And that arc rose from Celsius, fully blinding up Artson on the swing.
MIBR end up just rushing hard into this site that is typically canvassed with Vice util. Nowhere to shut it down either.
Concealment.
Now it is a full rescue mission for the spike.
And you slowly have second on the flank. That trip not active.
There's so much stall util in this Sentinel comp.
Enemy remaining.
And yeah, there goes Noswa. Zekin.
Oh, this timing.
Ships in the night. Zekin, is he on this line adequately? He can't get away. A mortal blow already struck to Sen, who are digging their claws in. John here trying to keep it locked down, but Narrate is caught. Artisan strides out onto the site. Brimming with braggadocio.
Still for John, if he can get one here, he could get the Armageddon active to drag Sen into overtime. He has to find a kill.
Bought a little bit of time, John has, and now the Cosmic Divide comes down. This surely furrows the brow of MIBR. They're down to 2. It's Noswa and Shenom. Bangs has found Aspas out of God knows where. And now they need to challenge this wall into what looks like a crossfire. Everything hangs on this moment here for Sen if they want to stay in this map. Nozwa, unsure where to set himself up. That wall's about to come down, but the Nebula will obscure his vision.
And they have to deal with Shadow Stars still late right now trying to defuse. Recon for Nozwa too.
It's got to be tough. They still haven't really got a touch in there, Shenham. Okay, the Astra's down, the Stars now no longer an issue. Nozwa has to step up and do it himself. Celsius halves it, and the rest.
He's around the
keeps him
corner.
busy. John shuts him down, and you better believe they don't know he's going to be there. They're not ready for it, surely. 1-for-1, Narrate walks away, barely. And on the side, Nozma now is going to get some attention. He's forced back, special delivery, stops short. Second was really hoping that the clone would have drawn Nozma out, but he's too canny for that. Gate crash used, he gets across now, Nozwa. The net's starting to close, he's down to 2, but Shenham still in A main. Eventually gets the better of the low health Narrate. 2 versus 4, long odds for Sen City. Nozma with a shock around the corner. Nova Pulse, Zelsus has to try and keep him alive. At least the plant's here and Nozma falls.
Okay, he's getting ahead of himself. He could have been a bit more patient. Maybe that's the opening Sen need.
There it is. Eventually, MIBR
Can opt to fight. Here come the players from Link from MIBR as well. Recon in.
All right, that fragment clearly not bothering Zelsus. That's one. Getting amongst the smokes here. Goes a little bit low, Shorty out, and Noz was able to dig him from that position. Aspas onto the site now. Looking dangerous. It's only Zekin that's over by Halls, and he finds his one. And it means everything. Chen, I'm not really sure where to shoot right now. Bang's able to get involved, and it's just down to the young gun. 23 and 13. He's been fire.
10 seconds left.
He's got the spike too. But this is a tall order. Bang and Zekin are circling. The taste of blood in the water, and no time left to get the plant. That'll be the round. Sentinels even it up. What's this Link setup going to look like? Shenham might actually look to push this. Bang, head first! Into the breach he goes. Another 1-for-1, but Aspas saw John coming from A main. Operator ready to work. Tailwind to put him back in a safer spot towards dugout.
That's a great reposition from Aspas. He can wait for his teammates. Oh my god, shot so close to Celsius.
Gives his spot away though. Sen know he's there, but it's a player advantage now for MIBR, and there's someone on the ramp.
The Artsine is flanking through Art. He's going to get triggered by the wall though when he goes through.
Bang, almost ready for it. Aspas making noise, and the Archeros will keep him honest there. Jump peeking. And there's Artisine, gotta win that one, and he does. It's up to Celsius, and he's going hunting. He's gonna take this into his own hands. Aspas misses the shot. Steel gun active. Shorty goes to work. Aspas shuts him down. Some A main presence here, but no real commitment just yet. Zekin is waiting though. He hears this. The siege comes in. Zekin takes his powder flesh and backs out. Stops the plant at least. Flash out of the smoke. Here comes Zekin, and he's angry. Aspas and Noz are the last two to work with, but the spike is virtually in the next postcode. Somehow Sen put themselves in a position again to reset this overtime. Nozzle though has a word. Celsius maybe overcooks just a little.
Yeah, that was a good re-swing from Noz where they have 30 seconds to play with, but the repositioning from Zekin should seal this round up for Sen. Keep OT going. These crossfires are great.
And obviously no reason to save. You may as well go for it. There's the clone. Aspas knows better. Salvo splits Aspas and Nozwa up. A chance for them though to reconvene here. 13 seconds, cloud burst, spike recovered. Aspas spammed down through with it. Zekin for 4. Nozwa on his own, and Narrate will close the book on it. Again, we're running it back.
Sen there taking all of this space while the Nebula is up. Get close, get ready to explode onto the site with all of your utility.
They forced him out, and he still takes the shot. Zekin is down. Aspas very low, but Nozwa is going to be here to support him. 1 by 1, Sen step up. 1 by 1, they're knocked down. It's on Celsius again in the 1 versus 3. Aspas low enough to be spammed down here. The Archeros connects. Sees, catches no one. Nozma steps up, gives it a tap, and Bang trying to stay safe while getting some spray here. More Astra util. Nozma though is able to... No, he doesn't stick it. Okay, there still needs to be a plant here at some point. Celsius now activates, spraying it down. Where's the plant coming from? It's Artisine. Taps it again. But it's Cortesia falling. How have they done it again? And they've just seen the alarm bot. Yeah, be killed off as Cortesia gets away from the action, but he does so in order to find the kill. Aspas, he's always good for one.
It's insane that he even gets one there.
Sen have struggled so much to get themselves to advantage point.
Artsine is still retaining this A main control. The retake is going to come in from so many different angles.
Oh, with John going down there, this is dangerous. 3 different angles a retake could emerge from. Sen have to have eyes in the back of their head. 8 arms. And a 6 sets for the game. It's just too much to ask from Bang. He's surrounded. Perfect collapse. And Zekin has to do it all now. Shenum replaces the star. That's a shot on the diffuser. Shenum low. Zekin so close. Tries to ride the lightning.
Oh my god. Which is showing, you know, some more significant presence to Sentinels as to where they want to rotate.
Oh, the Vice Utilo's moved though. The shock dart doesn't pick it up. And that can now be deployed. Yes, this buys a bunch of time for Sentinels. Celsius looking healthy enough now. And there's John comes in after the clone. MIBR down to 3. John found 3 in the round and he's not done yet. After Nozwa and Shenom once more.
He's gotten the Armageddon from all these kills.
There's just no time left, and this surely has to seal it with Nozwa falling.
Spike down.
Shenom has to pull a proverbial white rabbit from the hats. And how about some more Valorant, folks? You okay with that? Force you into a mistake. Okay, there goes the clone. This is chaos here. Artazine, which just hanging out in the open. Oh, Shenom, it's an easy pickup for Narrate as well, and Cortesia now is going to feel the pressure. Forced back by the Prowler. A side of the map, completely covered by Sen.
And that might just be the moment you're describing, Artazine, just trying to do too much, wanting to fight too aggressively, and it's put his team at a 3-5 disadvantage. Sen should be able to trade this out and win. One more kill for John. Armageddon again, by the way, in an OT round.
Aspas has stepped up here. Gonna swing for the fences. Second plucked out of the mix. Still 4 for Sen to work with, and John is very quickly getting back into this game. My goodness, he's been instrumental. Armageddon, anybody? Nos was able to dodge around it though. Sen need to cool it off. Still a player advantage. Aspas having a retake with an op at low health, and now Nozwa will be interrupted. Here's where the post-plant util becomes too oppressive to play into. Time is short. Aspas waiting, such patience in a moment like this. He's got to go for the defuse right about now. Tailwind gets a 3rd. On for 4, but Celsius won't allow it.
This timing window is insane.
It's unreal, he's going to get one at least. Surely no. Fate smiles on Sentinels, but Shenom's able to find Celsius as he attempts to get to the B site.
Turns off that utility that was in the site as well. 4 versus 3. Can this be their first attack round? They still need to get into the site. Narrate gets one. The time is so low.
No plant yet. Running out of time at MIBR, but they do get the stick. It's now or never. Sentinels trying to book their ticket to Masters Bangkok. And MIBR digging their heels in with their last ditch to take us to more overtime. Aspas will wait. Here's Artazine holding his ground, and they've done it! Young Carlton Banks has to be the one to stand up under scrutiny here. Here's second pass. It's Aspas though that opens up the account. And Cortesia's got no reason to peek! What? Zekin's not ready, he swings on him. John has to go big. But Bang, in dismay, sees the house of cards come crumbling down. And Celsius throws the one about to get busy. Razorvine disregarded. Enemies ignored. Smoke pushed into. And that's Sentinel that picks him up. Here's Cortesia now. He's a big problem. A thorn in the side.
Oh,
but
no, no.
Get him out of there!
Just barely half of his HP ripped away. Finally, the site anchors dealt with for MIBR. They've gotten the util out of Celsius. They finally get the spike down.
MIBR are on the precipice here of staying alive in this series. Cortesia strikes back with a vengeance. Narrate somehow that second bullet through the masonry. Don't ask me how it hit. But Aspas is low. Sen have to get onto this site proper though.
Oh my god, Aspas is trying to rotate. Does he have God knows where right now?
Alone. Aspas, what are you doing? You're too late! It's all gone wrong for MIBR! Bang's got back up for days. Back up for days, Wyatt! John QT, the shot goes wide! And Artazine is able to get there!
Shenum just needs to run, just get out. You've got the advantage. Play for the retake now, MIBR.
Second thought to check the smoke. Nobody was in there. Shenum was out of dodge entirely, and Narrate gets given a stay of execution.
He's gotta get that.
He comes back for a second bite of the apple. Okay, Tesia will punish him. 2 up for Sentinels, just 2. An ill-fated attack round now has to be carried by Zekin and Celsius.
Last player standing.
And there it is, Zekin, not able to get it.
And Celsius is going to be swarmed. There's just no way to win that out.
Okay.
Just in time gets away.
Spidey senses clearly tingling, and there's Aspas down. Okay, Celsius in a ridiculous position. Artazine walks face first into it.
We're going all night. We're going till 2 a.m.
I don't know if you have any plans
map.
this evening. Cancel the reservations. We're locked in.
Slowing down just a tad in the mid-round.
The round wins and losses will continue until morale improves.
Shannon, he's got the spike crucially over towards that B site.
Okay, a moment here for Shannon to consider the situation. He knows likely the side is still canvassed, of course, with that Vice util.
I mean, MIBR on the map right now looking like the mini-map in my ranked games, bro. They're everywhere. There's no one is playing together. And Nosworth's just trying to get into A.
I mean, but how much is your mental bandwidth
30
taxed?
seconds left.
30 seconds.
The spike, by the way, is still in Wichita, Kansas. Okay, here it comes. Making its way cross country. Haunt, though, does get a ping. Noswa delayed here from this plant.
The time is so low and you're trying to plant against this comp. Good luck.
There's got to be a gap, though, in this util at some point. Cortese gets narrate. There's no stop on the spike plant. MIBR have a real chance of this. In what was a 3v5, they're down to 2 now.
And Cortese is just so low on HP. It's going to be in the hands of Nos. We're playing from Art.
All right, shot missed there for Zelsis. He gets off the line. Noswa
That
peers
was
in.
a timing that he should have hit.
Cortesia, there's going to be a defuse at some point. And eventually, the numbers now start to drop away. 27 points of health and a dream for Cortesia.
A single bullet.
And they'll block the shots as long as they have to.
Shorty's not going to get the job done at that distance.
A kill that means nothing there for Cortesia at the end of the round. Okay, Prowler just took a giant bite out of Crime. Shenom's got
what an
the dirtiest of
angle.
angles. Sees Zekin coming. MIBR with the player advantage, but we're in a post-plant world now. Aspas low to the Razorvine. Down to 50. Zelsa setting up more of this architecture now. How do MIBR get through all this util? First Razorvine.
The Razorvine is so good for delay. John still has that concuss, and crucially, he has the guided salvos for more delay. And Bang is alive. There's stars on the spike. Guys, we gotta move. We gotta tap it. We have to get this util out.
And they can't lose anyone to these salvos. MIBR get off of it. Noswa's down though. Aspas, Shorty in the smoke. Got a mustard in the kitchen with a candlestick. It's John who finds Aspas. 2 left for Sentinels, and they're going to push through. It's all on John. He gives up the ghost. Okay, that util doesn't really shake Zekin at all. Zelsa's tucked as per usual. This has got to be a spot you check. Aspas gets across the side, and John just gets ripped a new one.
He's determined to win.
And they're so close. Wyatt, they're so close. Narrator with something to say. Zekin's found one, and we're down to a 3-piece each. But there's Artazine. Crucially, Zekin gets another. Spike. No plan of that yet, and Shenom, he is on in. It's on. Oh! It's a split Sen comp right now. They don't have everyone quite together, and John gets some damage on Noswa.
And now they don't have that utility for when the spike is going to be attempted to be defused by MIBR. No missiles.
But Noswa is the only player that can't be healed up in this team.
Okay, well, they hear the narrate is on the run.
Okay, can still aftershock this, maybe start to force MIBR out into the field. Noswa goes first. He's the one that was lowest. Bang here into the poison cloud. Snaps on Artazine. Stick together now, playing 1s and 2s as Zekin trends to the right. Noswa now out of the picture. Aspas in with the Sheriff, and he takes a commanding lead in this situation. Shenom, though, out in the open, has to try and defuse from there. Listen to the pings, there's no time left. And Sentinels able to lock it down here in the first round of split. Info always good. Look at Sen scaling in behind this dimensional drift. Noswa is about to be pressured down, and the paranoia renders him sightless. He literally never sees what hits him. So aftershock here from Shenom, he's just outside of it. So far, John and Narrate are taking their sweet time. Shenom is someone you have to respect in this situation. You need to expend util potentially to win this fight.
They don't have any util to get onto Shenom.
Well,
it's
that's
just
a bad one.
bundles.
That's a problem. Narrate those ever swing it. Here's his buy route for MIBR that's about to go up in a cloud of smoke. Unless Aspas has something to say.
We saw him get a 1v2 clutch with the operator. This 1v3, though, feels impossible with the positioning that Sen have right now on the map.
Would be a notch above, for sure. And Aspas tries, and Zelsis is waiting for him. Hungrily devours the star player. Good spot to be in right now. Timing doesn't work against him.
And he doesn't need to fully give this up either. Cortezia fighting in heaven is traded out, but does at least net 1 to maintain man advantage for MIBR as Aspas rotates to a more passive position. They're giving up a lot of the map, but they feel content with that, given their advantage.
MIBR satisfied here with splitting the map 2 and 2. It's going to take some contortionism for Sentinels to emerge successful from a round like this, and Narrate may have just caught onto that Astra. Fault line follow-up. It's good. Aspas up against it. Narrate knows there's a player on the off angle, so we'll have to settle for a bit of damage here on the jet. Oh, that's dangerous! You've got to respect this man. Aspas felt he was covered by Shenom. And I get it, but It all falls flat. Artazine finds a good timing though, and it is up 2 once again.
Able to get the heal as well. This reposition from John is cheeky. He dodges the flash.
Not spotted out. No ping sound. Oh, it's perfect. It could have been anyway.
Turn the game
at his
around.
back here. Does John see this? He has to. Aspas might have overextended. He's a little bit awkward now, and yes, punished for his sins. Wade measured, found wanting in this round. And Cortesia will be lit by this drone.
Can't use any of that util at the moment. He's just hard holding the angle, has a rotation from his teammate, and really needs to get out of the way of the fault line.
Oh, they know Nozwa has to be there. It's a process of elimination. It's simple at this point.
Oh, the stun is just perfect.
And just as the SS MIBR submarine comes up for air, they get that one around and they'll be sent back down to the economic doldrums.
It's as you said at the top of the game, the positions like that on defense for MIBR, trying to hold in B heaven, the fault line just connects with all of that when you send it through Ramen from Narrate's point of view and then into the missiles.
Hey, the Rolling Thunder has cleared this A side. Armageddon also committed to the same effect.
MIBR, oh, Noswar finds a kill as well. He has secrets to get back into this. They've got a showstopper for Artson to double satchel in.
This is
really
awkward.
open the site up.
John is out on the site and Heaven is not under the control of Sentinels. MIBR have fought back into it. And this Viper Wall means that they've got to get aggressive at some point to save John, but Aspas is able to ring that operator out. Here's the showstopper. Artazine goes to clear. No more Sentinels presence left on the A side, and Cortesia's judge.
Not gonna hang on to history. Center trying to go quickly again. Aspas, immediate punish from the flash. He just is not being offered these angles he wants to hold.
He thinks because he wasn't seen the previous round, he can go for it again. That doesn't work out. Center have read Aspas multiple times on this map. They're shutting down MIBR's star player.
These heavy executes are just so potent with the initiators that they've got. Can Celsius win that out? No, it's Artsin, but an instant trade from Zekin.
Narrate's there as well, as a redundancy if needed. Still Heaven control for MIBR. That elbow though, occupied by 2 Sen players, and there's a player there at drop. This is a tough nut to crack for MIBR. And there's Zekin finding 3. Oh, you better give him the 8s now, come on. 4 kills for Zekin. Oops. So holds that position, but Zekin is, well, he's taking liberties here. Oh, Nozwa, the timing! It couldn't have gone worse for him. That's a heartbreaker.
This round is just done. It's over. MIBR have to save. They can't go for this. It's just not possible. I love how Sen play these post plants. And
Line of MIBR, and here we go. Straight onto the B site, swarming over it. However, Cortesia able to hold his ground. But is it enough? Awkward for Celsius there. A lot of smoke play in that B Heaven position. It's an even game in the post plant.
Trailblazer is getting a lot of close information. Bang. Able to destroy it.
John
Not without being spotted out on default there.
John has the B main. Great timing there from Zekin. John's now got to get involved. He's satisfied that there's nobody coming from behind. Aspas forced away, stunned out by the special delivery. Teo Util getting value. Still a 2 versus 2 though when John reveals the weapon he's holding. He needs a swing here from Zekin, but the Cloudburst breaks it up beautifully. Clever from Aspas. Now it's up to Nozwa. Zekin finds 4. Aspas is on the blade storm. Artazine has no armor. And he's hit by some of that util. Oh no! Oh man, that is brutal stuff. What an odd snakebite location. Aspas though.
Oh, even traded out on that. Everything is just perfect for Sen.
How about this? Flash for Nozwa. He sees Narrate coming, and Sen might consider pulling out of this no Armageddon. They're going to commit to this A side, and Nozwa's all about it. It's up to Shannon. Sees John go across. Spike goes loose. Zekin steps up. Can he save it? Again, no! Off the rip, it's a heavy A presence here for the predominantly Brazilian squad. I think Zelsa sees a little bit of that, and Zekin is not quite ready for this. Aspas, though, is brought down. It will be the rest of MIBR slowed right on up. They're stuck behind this fight for Util. The rate, though, is right there with a right click. And a cheeky grin for him as he's cut MIBR down to 2.
Narrate's positioning on this map, attack and defense now so far, has just been sublime. He is in all of the right locations all the time. The way he presses forward there and alleviates the pressure that was on Zelsis by getting up close, talking hell.
Cortesia, thinking of a different type of tucking hell at the moment.
Toxin screen down.
He's in a 1v4. MIBR really, desperately needed to start this half with a pistol round win. Looking down the barrel of a Sen that are eyeing off that master spot.
This is a Cortesia who said in an interview the other day that making it to Bangkok is everything. He's praying for this every day, repaying that favor whatsoever here. It's a fast MIBR in. They've forced into this with stingers, and Narrate shuts down the first. Aspas removed.
He's feeling himself. Second with the classic, cleans up. And it's a grim tale told by the minimap here for MIBR. Shenom again, the one to stand up. Falter stumbled later in the year potentially. I mean, God, Sentinels did so much with that Madrid win.
Great timing from Noswa, tucks away.
Here come more. Clone out first though, Shenom as well. Decent angle for this. Hang about, folks. A glimmer of life still here for MIBR. A scent of hope. But it's on the veteran Noswa.
Enemy remaining.
It's John down, Narrate with it all to do. And with very little time to do it.
Such little time. He's trying to wrap around Noswa. The movement! He can't be allowed to get that! I don't even own one.
Yeah.
I'd rent one though.
Nice try though.
I'd be at the MIBR funeral.
Okay. Obviously not much to buy in here for Sentinels. Now Raider was able to find one on Sentinel there. Caught in that corner. Subjected, of course, to that aftershock. Still no gun recovered though by Sen.
They may attempt to off the stealth drone now, re-clearing B main. You can see on the minimap that John just threw that one out there. Gets a lot of info for a proactive Zelsis as a slowly orange
On!
over to the A side. The Bucky.
Is that the person you want to give a rifle to? Thanks for coming. All quiet for now, though, is MIBR trending over, but Zelsis is hot on the heels. Aspas, though, has a 6th sensor in. Oh! And still Zelsis wins it out, and now he contains them. This is by no means a sure thing for MIBR. They've been cut down to 2.
All of that good work from the previous round is just going up in smoke.
The scaffolding, the foundations laid by MIBR. Narrate setting up, though.
John just got his missiles back, was waiting for the cycle, and now they're going to hit the go button.
None of them know what Artazine. He's fine where he's standing. I don't know if they're going to be ready for that spot. They see him now. It's a matter of double swinging in this Artazine position, but Noswa threatened to unravel them. Center set up for a flood. They've got a flash. They've got a stun from John and a full line to work with. Artazine tried to get ahead of it. I like the idea, but it ends up being a trade. It's down to Cortesia and Zenom. The latter who's not quite back in heaven just yet. And Cortesia has to stand tall. It's a great opener. The odds are even. MIBR, this round is worth so much, and Cortesia doesn't let him down. He's 1 health, 1 health. And Zekin, frankly, doesn't have the time to do all of this.
They've done it.
He's out of there!
Again on the forced buy. Oh my god, now this is the pace they like to play out with the double duelist. I'll tell you, that rocket fired off, but it just doesn't connect.
Zekin got out, just in case there was a rocket to me. The gate crash gets him away from the fight. Aspas is in there though. They know it, he gets spammed down. Another great starting around for Sen, but there hasn't been enough for the last couple.
That is absolutely the swiftness that MIBR like to enact on this attack side.
It's
the double
utterly
duelist.
anticipated though.
Artsin is so fast with the double satchels, but yeah, it is just completely nullified. Zelsis angle, force back. Spray from Shenom.
It's pretty deep here up into heaven. Zekin and John expecting a push their way. They're going to be smoked off. I like this. Some stall here. Shenom now left alone as there was no choice for Noswa but to get away from those salvos. And Cortesia, man, has been so huge.
Enemy remaining.
That's going to be sniffed out, though. He'll be snuffed out instead, and it's Noswa. This is Sen looking to get to 12 rounds to match point. 3 players just as hungry for this, and John's heard everything. Noswa's going to come his way, and John will bide his time. Oh my
God,
goodness!
wow, he read that.
There's hope yet. There will be a plant. Noswa gets it down, and now the pressure will start to mount.
Some weak players on Sen.
He turned the flash, 2 players up in heaven. Noswa sees 1. Narrate gets ahead of it. Eventually, Sentinels overwhelmed. Refusing to get on the other side of that wall. He's just getting ahead of Zekin. This surely is going to get the better of him. Surely! And it does. Are they ready for Artazine? No, they are not. John with the armor, get him, and he gets caught out, and Noswa mows him down. Well, bang. I think we're done for the round. Artazine, is he checking for this? No, there's no way you're ready for that. And so, the young IGL for MIBR takes a backseat for this match point round. And Zelsis here looks to protect the B side with the Viper's Pit. What are the options for MIBR? It looks like they feel like they've got no choice to jump into the fog.
The Trailblazer got a stun. They have to locate Zelsis within the pit.
Shenom down. Bang's been out to deal with him. Aspas has to dive in. There's no other choice. Bang materializes. He appears, but Zelsis is going to be trading it out. Cortesia, the shorty, it's not enough.